Okay, good morning. I am running a little late with this video today. I was adulting and getting stuff done last night. Um, it's a prime time for ironing papers for me. And the last batch I did, I think I mentioned that I did it with, I put some pumpkin pie spice in it. So I will show you the first bit of that has been ironed. I wanted to talk to you. Like the Tim Holtz people, my tacky glue refill has been missing since I moved my space around. I think I've said before, I live in it's about a 550 square foot apartment. It's a one bedroom, so there's a living room, a kitchen, a tiny little hallway and bathroom, and then so you go out of the living room and into the little boxy hallway, and you can go straight into the bathroom, or you can turn right and go into the bedroom. The bedroom is my son's area. The living room is my area. We treat it like two studio apartments sharing a kitchen and a bathroom. So he's got his space and I have mine, and we don't really spend all that much time in each other's space. We actually spend most of our time messaging each other from one room to the next. But I moved my room around recently to create an extra workspace for me, because I found that, well, I still find that I think you could have all the workspace in the world, and us crafters would find a way to fill up all but this space that you're directly working in with piles of things that you need. But when I did the moving my stuff around, I misplaced this, and I have been desperately looking for it because my this thing that I refill is only full to about where the 8 fluid ounces is. And then this is also Aleene's. This is watered down just a little bit, and I use this a lot. I go through about one of these a month. So, and this has below where it says 16 fluid ounces in it at the moment. I had been using some actual Mod Podge for the past 2 weeks. So this was full and, reasonably brand new. It's been on my shelf for a tiny minute. But this is also, it's just above the 16 fluid ounces. I use a lot of glue. So not being able to find this, I thought, well, maybe I used it all and I just don't remember. But I also distinctly remember picking up the jug and thinking, I need to move that out of the way. And so I did, in a safe place. And I only just found it this morning while I was looking for some rubbing alcohol, because my son got bit by a spider while he was sleeping, and so we were going to sterilize that and then treat it with a little lavender oil and see how that goes. We do have both black widows and brown recluse here in Arizona, and we do see them fairly often, though not generally inside. To me, it looks like just a regular spider bite that is irritated. He said it was not there that he noticed when he put his shoes on to go to work, but he did notice it when he got home, that it was red and irritated. And he didn't think much of it. He thought, well, maybe I irritated it because he went from work and did some other things, and then he came home. So he thought maybe because it was hot and sweaty, and maybe he just rubbed it and it got irritated. But when he got up this morning, he said it was a little bit redder than yesterday. Probably just, I'm thinking he probably itched it in the night unconsciously, not aware of what he was doing. So we're going to keep an eye on that just to make sure. It does not look like a black widow or brown recluse bite. But, we don't have super fantastic medical coverage, so we'll keep an eye on that. But I was looking for the rubbing alcohol to sterilize it, and there was my Aleene's tacky glue, tucked away in a nice little corner securely where it wasn't going to get knocked over, bumped, squashed, or otherwise damaged. And I do have quite a bit of the glue left. So I'm going to put my finger here before I tip it. So it's above where my fingernail is. or that's where the glue is resting at. So this is enough glue for a little while, so I can stop my major glue panic at least. I'm so happy I found that. I'm going out, I'm going to do some adulting today. I've got some errands to run. I was able to order from Michael's a couple of things, but 2 of the things were only available for pickup in the store, and the rest are coming in the mail. I think I spent $40, and it's for stuff that I actually need. It wasn't like I was fulfilling a wish list once. Not index cards, though, sadly. So this is the paper that's coming out that I did with a coffee tea mix. I got it nice and condensed. It took 4 of my regular pots to, mostly because I lost track of time and they simmered down a little lower than usual. So it took 4 of my, words are escaping me right now. Dutch oven. Yeah, that's the thing. It took 4 of those. Usually only takes 3. But we got some, this is a light to medium color with some really good effects. I'm very happy with this batch. I need to go ask my son how it smells, because, you know, because I didn't put in a whole lot of the pumpkin spice because it can be overwhelming if you overdo it. But I will ask him and get back to you on that on the next video. So let me do it from the other side. I'm super happy. This is just the first little bit. When I do it with cinnamon or any other herb or spice, it takes more processing because you have to wipe all of the cinnamon off the paper. And in here I did get, I used inadvertently the same cloth that I dried some of the black dip dyed paper on. So I don't know if you can see it, but I did get some lovely cross-contamination throughout. There's a little bit here, and then some over here. It kind of blends in with the paper and makes it look even grungier. So I will note that when I list these that it does have some cross-contamination. And I think in my listings in general it just says, because we do multiple dye batches most of the time, that there's always a chance that something will cross-contaminate. I take out anything that's super egregious and doesn't look good or is totally in no way looks like it should be in a 25 or a 50 pack of coffee dyed paper. But this I'm going to leave because I think it adds to the grunginess of the paper. And I really like the depth of color that's on here. I would say this is, some of it's light. So here's some cross-contamination right here, and you can see a little bit right here. But I really think it adds. There's some here. And so I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to continue to use that towel until it's wrung dry of the black, more or less, because it's not coming off in big chunks. Here's a little bit here, and then there's some here. You know, it's not like big black splotch right there. It's just very subtle. It's almost marbled into the paper, although it's not like a swirly effect. It's just, you know, there's a smattering of it here and there. So I'm very happy with how this lot is turning out. And look at that nice, super grungy paper right there. Oh, I love those, but sometimes I don't. You know, depending on what you're using it for, you maybe don't want it that grungy. But yeah, here's a little bit more. So that's how that batch is coming out. I will flip through the whole thing because some of the pages are lighter. This happens to be the very bottom of the batch because I stack the papers as they're coming out. So on the bottom of the stack is the top of the die batch. I'm really happy with how that came out. I'm hoping the effects go way down. I don't always notice as I'm pulling them out because it's like out more to dry. But I thought before I run out of the house to go down to Michael's, I have to go to Tempe Marketplace for that. And I actually really like Tempe Marketplace, but I do not like it when it is going to be 110, which is what it's going to be today. So I'm going to leave, I think, around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'll take the bus down, I have to take 2 buses to get there. Michael's opens at 9. So I'm hoping to get there around the time they open or shortly after. It's Saturday, so the buses run a little bit further apart. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to start, and there's a Target down there also, and I need AC filters. So that's my adulting for the day. One fun thing, even though I don't like publicing very much, I do enjoy people watching, but I am not going to sit out and have coffee or do anything like that. It is just going to be too hot today. And the humidity's gone down. I think it's like 37 or 20. So let me see what it told me this morning when I looked at it. It's 31% humidity. That's still a little high for us, but not as high as yesterday. So I don't relish staying out in it at all. So I'm going to try and get in, get out as fast as I can, and then come home and oogle over my goodies and put in a clean AC filter into my into our unit out back, so we don't get in trouble with the management company, because ours is gone a little bit longer than it should have. The old management company used to come and bring, every 6 months would bring us 6, and this new management company flat out said that's your responsibility, and all I could think of was, well, you're proud. And then like my next door neighbor had a problem with his AC, and his filter wasn't new, and they charged him for the repair, but they refused to provide the filters. And I really think that's the management company's job, because it's not actually specified in the lease. And this is just another way that our management company and the owner, because that comes down from the owner, that's not necessarily the management company's prerogative. Just another way that he's cheap and chintzy, and air filters aren't that expensive. But half the people that live here don't have a car. It might not be the kind of thing they've ever thought about, because in some places I've lived, they come and they change it for you. They're like, we're going to change it whether it needs it or not, to make sure that it gets changed, to reduce repairs on the AC and heating units. So that's my little whinge about that. But I'm going to pick up a couple of AC filters, because ours does need to be replaced. And if I'm down there, I might as well get everything done that I need. So this is my little quick preview of what I'm going to be offering for sale next week for pocket pages and some tags and stuff. I'll have a little small kit of the pocket pages. And then probably the week after that, I will have the junk journal kits. I'm almost done with those, but I'm not ready to show anything. It's going to be something similar to this. Some of these things may, in fact, be in the kit. But I wanted to show this, and then probably Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday will be when I have some of this for sale. But I thought just real quick that I would show these, and then I've got to get ready to go. So this is a pocket page. It is made out of my black dip dyed paper. It's backed with, well, I think they might all be backed with the 10 squares per inch coffee dyed paper. Well, this one is tea because it's lighter. This one is coffee. Got some Halloween washi tape on here, a little Halloween skeleton stamp. Got your bony hand, some skulls. I like this effect. So it's just a simple pocket page. I have a mini Ouija board stamp that I have had for a while, and I really like it. Got a toe tag in there for you, and the toe tag has a string on it. I'll tuck that back in there. And this is one of the manila tags. This was before I was, these are from last year. I got really sick before I could offer these items for sale last year. So, these were done last year before I had this, because how fun would these be when I show them on the black dyed index card or the red dyed index card. But this is a decoupage napkin of blood splatter. It's blank on the back. I left it plain without, I'm contemplating using some of this to put in there. I haven't decided yet. I don't know if it would like change the overall tone of the tag or whatever, or if people care if there's string on the tags when they get them. Like, I don't, if you have advice on whether or not, if you When you get this sort of thing, you know, in Happy Mail or whatever, do you like it to have the strings? Do you not like it to have the strings? What's your opinion? So that one has a toe tag and a blood splatter tag. And then this one has, so let me show the front and back of the back is plain. And then that's the toe tag. This one is the same kind of concept with the Ouija. Some of them don't have the Ouija, some of them have book page. I think from a Dracula book. So this has a tag. I got some scrapbooking paper last year that had these little like fake movie posters. And I cut them and put them on the tags because I thought they were really, really fun. So this one is a tag. And before I finish, I may edge these. I don't know. Also, if you want to offer an opinion on whether they should be edged or not, like I know some people like to edge it themselves because they'll pick a color based on the overall theme of the journal. So I would be inclined to edge these in black because the paper is black. But I also frequently use brown. So there's the regular tag and the second tag, which doesn't have a string on it, and I can add one if the prevailing opinion is that you would like one. I'm out of string at the minute. I didn't realize I was so low, and then I had a number of orders last week, and I used most of my string. So that may be one of the things I see if I can find today. I don't have a lot of money left, but that's the evidence tag with the chain of possession and all of that. And it is blank on the back, so that could be journaling spot. You could collage on there. A lot of put a photo on there from your Halloween if you know, for doing personal journaling. So there is that. That's an example of two of them. And let me see if I have one with the book page on it. Give me a second. So here is one with the book page on it, and that book page is actually edged in black. So this one has an evidence. All of them have either an evidence tag or a toe tag. This one has the vampire's tomb. Evidence tag is the same. A washi tape at the top, some spiderweb washi tape. It's again on the black dyed paper. On the back of this, I did decoupage a napkin. Because I figured they could be used, it could be glued down or it could be pinned in or add, you know, you could hinge it in for a flip out or up. But this does have a napkin decoupage onto the back with a skeleton and some text. And then this is a book page from a Dracula book. It's an illustrated edition, so I do have the photographs from that as well. That'll probably, some of them will be in the junk journal kits. These are tags made out of, I haven't punched the holes yet. These are tags made out of the same book pages, these are meant for whoever receives them to decorate on their own as they see fit. You could maybe do a little blackout poetry. You could add a focal image. These would be fun with a decoupage napkin on it. Some Tim Holtz Creepy People for sure. And they're backed with tea-dyed paper, so they're not super thick, but they're not paper thin. They're not book page thin either. So that's another thing I worked on. And then these are just more of the tags to give you an idea of, I couldn't find any more of the paper, so I'm going to check while I'm out at Michael's to see if they have anything similar. I really loved this paper. Oh, and I got two of the same one. So that's kind of an idea. I like this one. And there's one with a pumpkin where it's like, ugh! And I like that one too. But I really love Halloween. I love campy fun Halloween. I love spooky creepy Halloween. I love gory gross Halloween. Whatever incarnation it comes in, I love all things fall and more specifically October related. I love Halloween. It's so much fun. We don't decorate much here, but you know, we also don't get 1 year in the 5, almost 6 years I've been living in this apartment did we have any children, and there were like 4 of them. I buy candy every year. I put it in a bowl. I'm hopeful because there are kids in this neighborhood, but they just don't come to this building. Um, so we don't really decorate. We don't do a whole lot of anything. My gay next door neighbor decorates his little yard area really cute. I will take a picture of it this year. It was very cute last year. I just didn't have the energy or the money to decorate. I'd like to do a little bit more this year, but I'm not going to go all out because the only people that see it are going to be the people that live here. Um, and I don't go in and out the front door all that much. We mostly use the back door. Uh, so, you know, it's really just for my neighbors, and I don't think they care. We're, they're all very nice people. Even the loud, weird, musicy guy, he's a nice guy. He's just not my cup of tea. So that is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed my preview with my tags and my book page tags and my little pocket pages. These are super simple. I realize they're not anything super schmancy, but I thought somebody might enjoy them. So I will be offering those later in the week when I finished up a couple of things. So that's all I've got for today. I've got to go do my adulting. I was kind of glad. I'm not glad Natasha has a migraine and she's not feeling top notch, but I am kind of glad she's not having a stream today because I love going and I was dreading missing it. So I hope that whatever time of day it is for you, that you are having an awesome day, an awesome night, an awesome afternoon. I hope that your weekend will be fantastic. If you have watched all the way through, thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate your stopping by and spending some time with me. I will be checking my comments later today and responding. I saw some come in. I went to bed super early yesterday, so I saw some come in, and I will respond to those this afternoon after I've gotten back from Michael's, from my little trip on the bus, and I've cooled down a little bit. I'll be spending some time, responding to emails and checking up on my comments and maybe finding something to watch on YouTube, or maybe I will just go and watch something on Netflix. But I've got a bunch of work to do, and I am actually having a fantastic time with it, and it will be so much easier now that I have my glue. So that is all for today. I wish you happy crafting, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!